XRP Future Millionaire. It's 11:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on September 1st, 2022 here in the great state of Michigan. So I wanted to show you guys a timeline. There's just some information on the Fednow. So the Federal Funds Service has the Fednow that they've announced. It's verified. And that's why the ISO flip of the switch one day in the U.S., at least for in the USA, it's not going to happen November of this year. Likely not even going to happen November of 2023 as they delayed it to November of 2025. And this is the reason why. So Federal Reserve, and I've got a few different ones. Federal Reserve Board announced final timeline and implementation details for adoption of new FedWire Fund Service message format. Fed's instant payment service Fednow set to launch by July 2023. So that already pushes us out until July 2023 for Fed's instant payment service, Fednow. The Fed gives a timeline for Fednow, its payment platform. Fednow, a real-time payment service coming in 2023, and then it's the system. We can go through all this, but this is just some of the headlines that were around. And I figured you guys might want to know because that's what's stopping the ISO flip of the switch. It's the Fednow. And then you can also see some things that I was reading. So the Federal Reserve is to delay the implementation of new ISO 2022 payments messages format by 2 years to 2025. The Fed had previously set a deadline of November 2023 for a cutover to the extended payment message format in line with its implementation by SWIFT and other global money transfer networks. Federal Reserve, and this is July 1st, Federal Reserve Board delays ISO 20022 implementation. The U.S.-based Federal Reserve Board has announced the final timeline and implementation details for the adoption of a new FedWire Fund Service message format, delaying the ISO 20022 implementation for 2025. So again, because the Federal Fund Service message format, the adoption of the Fed funds, or the Fed, so you can see the Fed now pushes in to the delays, and it's come here. Then we got the board believes that shifting the implementation date for the migration of the FedWire Fund Service to the ISO 20022 format to March 10, 2025, rather than targeting November 2023 as proposed, should mitigate commenters' concerns regarding resource constraints in light of the launch of the Fednow service, the Fed board says. Federal Reserve delays ISO 20022 cutover by 2 years. The Federal Reserve is to delay the implementation of the new ISO 20022 payments messaging format by 2 years to 2025. The Fed had previously, well, it would have been in 2023 for a cutover to extended payment message format. Fed to delay ISO 20022 implementation until 2025. And it's because of the Fed's instant payment service, Fednow, sent to launch by July 2023. And now let's update ourselves. So XRP continues to maintain this volatile range. We're looking a lot better right now, but we still have not fallen outside of this area that I would really like it to break. We're continuing to use 3280 area, the 5-year uptrend, as a resistance. The 3326 is acting as ultimate resistance right now because it hasn't been able to maintain anything over it. We are still in this ascending triangle, which is also considered a bear flag, extended bear flag. And if this breaks down, our first target's 3186, and once we clear that, we've got 2990. So if you're looking for the true short, if you wait until 3183, that's your ultimate confirmation down to 2986. Once 3183 gets used as resistance, you can enter a short, and then you'll be guaranteed, well, not guaranteed because nothing's guaranteed, but you'd be looking at on a 20x trade a better than 120% profit here. So that's what I'm looking at. That's my next target. That 3183 double bottom has to break, and then we have a clear and decisive short down to 2986. Pay attention to everything I'm saying in these updates because I'm dropping a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of facts. How the Fed now is the catalyst to the pushback of the ISO single day flip by several years. And you must stay on top of all this to understand. When something breaks, I'll continue to let you know what I think. I'll continue to show you what's happening. But for now, hit that like button, share this far and wide on social media, and please subscribe if you haven't already. We just broke 13,400 as we're on our journey to 15,000 subscribers by the end of the month. That would give us the 15,000 mark in less than 18 months if we can do it by the 30th. And I really appreciate the support of each and every one of you. Consider joining Tom's Army to pay it forward, put me first, because I put all my content out for free. And I do 5, 6, 7, 8 updates a day. Do the Twitch lives. So join me on Twitch. So search XRP Future Millionaire on Twitch. I do them every day from 7:30 to 8:30, half hour before, half hour after the market flip. And also, join me on BITGET, the #1 copy trading platform in the world. You can copy trade like me, but more than that, if you want to futures trade and you want to learn how to short the market or long the market, you don't need the KYC, and they've got their papers in order in the USA, so you can trade XRP on BITGET, no questions asked, and you do not need a VPN because it's completely legal. So if I wanted to put in a short, it's simple as this. Let's just say we're putting in a $2 short. You hit the sell short, but and then you would just confirm it. I have it on 20X. Now when you're doing it, you do not want to use cross margin. If you have cross margin, I have $1,318 in here. Even on a $2 bet, it has the ability to drain me all the way to $1,318 on cross margin because it will simply keep pushing the liquidation price back. So put it on isolated margin. The only value that would be affected would be $2 out of that 1,318. That's all that could be at risk if you're on isolated. And then if you want to join me via copy trading, and that means you copy my trades, all you have to do is go to copy trading and then search XRP Future Millionaire. I'll be back shortly. The partnered link is in my video description below to join BITGET. If you hit that video description below, look in the description and join that BITGET link, and then you can join me copy trading on the #1 copy trading platform in the world.